Welcome to this week's episode of Hound of the Pound, featuring It's Scratch playing Renekton in the top lane, Ace Elise playing Kayn in the jungle, Ev Allen C as Karthus mid laner, and Exhilarate and Quit Making Me Lol as Tristana and Cho'Gath in the bot lane. But without further ado, let's get right to the fucking This week's story is one of unbearable overconfidence. We're not going to have any prelude. We're going to drop you right into a pivotal moment in the game. 35 minutes in, a basically even game. Our red team heroes are trying to contest Baron. All 5 of them are present, thinking they can get advantage. And hopefully, as you may notice on the minimap, hopefully get back in time to save their base. As you'll see in the next 4 or 5 seconds, they may have mistimed things. Let's rewind about 8 seconds and watch from Volibear's perspective as he marches to victory. He is at the head of a wave, there is nobody back, kills the turret, and all he has to do is defeat the Nexus. Absolutely nothing can be done. Karthus shows up here, but what can a Karthus do against this fed Volibear? So, realizing that the game's over, he starts dancing. Appropriately so, he has won the game, right? All he has to do is hit the Nexus one more time, but he gets knocked up and chomped, and a 68 HP Nexus survives. However, the threat is not over because both Echo and Samira, all they have to do is hit it one time to end the game. Echo, super low on HP, retreats. Samira, realizing again that one hit ends the game, tries to rush in. So Karthus and Cho'Gath have to stop her, and they do. The game continues. Fast forward 2 minutes, we have the exact same fight, only this time red team is cognizant of Volibear in the side lane, which works to their detriment because they're not able to actually contest Baron. Ace Elise goes for the strong steal here, isn't quite able to pull it off, but now we have a 5-on-4 with Baron enhanced minions. The game should be over, but Larat makes the second gigantic blunder of the game, unnecessarily attacking red team by himself before his teammates can show up, getting himself killed. And now we have a 4-on-4, which also doesn't go great for red team. And what you'll see here is red team actually has a terrible engagement. Everyone goes down. Only Renekton survives, but they're low enough health, and he's able to do just enough, killing Zac there, and then flashing in to kill Lulu to deter blue team from continuing to push their advantage, which completely wastes their Baron. Red team is a little cognizant of the blue team approach, where that 4-in-1 attack style. So Ace Elise and Exhilarate have a cheeky little ambush here where Ace Elise catches Volibear in the side lane, with Tristana supporting, able to finish him off. Volibear's death allows them to get the advantage for soul point on Dragon. Again, something only possible because of the huge blunders by blue team. They have a good engagement. They're not able to kill any of the blue team members. And now Volibear is actually teleporting back in. They're able to finish off the Dragon. In an attempt to rush back and defend mid lane, red team gets themselves into a choke point and a bad fight. Red team members start going down one by one. Only Renekton is actually able to escape, although as you see here, Zac actually unnecessarily jumps in on the already dead Karthus. And if it's not for this last Q, Zac would have lived. And now we have an almost impossible situation, 3-on-1, but it would have been 4-on-1 if it were not for that last Q. So Renekton is faced with the possibility of the game ending if he can't defend the Nexus by himself. But It's Scratch is able to get just close enough to kill the Lulu and then finish off the Echo and trigger the Guardian Angel on Samira. And he has saved the game. He has bought his team enough time to have another go at things. Our red team heroes are once again in the exact same situation they found themselves at the start of this broadcast, trying to fight Baron, hoping that they can finish it off before Volibear in the side lane can reach their Nexus and end the game. They're all 5 here. The timing looks a little bit better. Let's see if they can actually do it this time. They're going to melt the Baron. They are melting the Baron, but blue team, the other 4, are trickling in, and they mean to contest this because all they have to do is buy time for Volley. Not only that, but the engagement goes terribly for red team. As you can see here, it's taking way too long. Red team members are actually dying, and Volibear is already marching on the Nexus. The game looks like, once again, it is over. Let's rewind. Karthus is the only member of red team that actually is able to get back to the Nexus, and as you can see here, it's incredibly close. Echo is right there. He finishes off Exhilarate, but Evalency is able to make it back. Volley is already at the Nexus turrets. Evalency pulling the wave masterfully, buys himself a little time. Now Volley, once again, frustrated. All he has to do, his 3rd blunder of the game, all he has to do is coordinate with, as you can see, Echo is marching down the mid lane. He has a wave. However, as we saw earlier, the impatience of Lerat leads to his downfall. Volley is unnecessarily taking damage from Baron minions. When Echo is marching down the mid lane with a wave, he does not need to do that. And because of that, Karthus is able to kill him, and then, even though Echo has an excellent ult, is weakened, and now the game is still over unless that Q lands. That Q, in combination with Karthus's Leandries and the minions, buy more time for our heroes. This leads to our final fight of the match. With Elder Dragon only 30 seconds away from spawning, Lulu rushes forward to place a ward, which, as you will see, is for Volibear to TP to. A interesting strategy, but Lulu almost gets herself caught. In response, Volibear still tries to TP to the ward. However, red team is already there and able to react. All 5 of them are ready to address this situation, and blue team can't support them at all. Unfortunately, the Rat has made his 4th and final blunder of the game. Now, even though Elder Dragon is spawning and all 4 members of blue team are there, we have 5 red team people who know where they are and are marching to stop them. Let's see how this game ends. And after that ace, that's all she wrote for blue team. This leads us to our moralizing portion of the broadcast. It's very hard to single-handedly win a game in League of Legends, which ironically, Lerat had a chance to do, but it is very easy to single-handedly lose your team the game, which Lerat did 4 times. So make sure you're not that person who loses the game for your team 4 times in the same match. Thanks for tuning in. This has been Hound of the Pound. Good game, losers. And as Zach said earlier in the game, get bronze.